What's going on, boxing fans? I'm back here with another video here set for you guys. And man, what a busy weekend for boxing. Just when I thought it was over, we got hit and slammed with a more under the radar card, especially with the bigger name cards. It being on Friday with Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, Canelo Alvarez and William Skull being headed by DAZN and Turkey Al-Adik. We are getting a top-ranked card on ESPN Plus, headed by Naomi Inoue, making his return to the United States. And the first two fights, it being on the main card, not really much of a card, it was just a co-main and a main event. Absolutely delivered. Those two fights were way better than those other two cards that were very disappointing and very underwhelming in my opinion, and probably to a lot of the other boxing fans' opinions. Because yeah, they were wasted time, and if you put your money on it, probably a waste of money on it too. Anyways, moving on and talking about these fights, we have Rafael Espinoza Jr. versus Edward Vasquez. Espinoza is coming off his rematch victory over Roberski Ramirez, where he completely dominated him in this one. In the featherweight division, being 6'1", having all that range and reach, and being such a rangy dude, but having some, work that he has inside the pocket as well, being a devastating power puncher. Doesn't have like the ungodly like power, but definitely has some sting on his shots that definitely does hurt. And just from the onset, man, Rafael Espinoza was just on another one. Shout out to Edward Vasquez, man. Has a chin on him, is very tough. Was, wearing down some of the shots that Espinoza was starting to just wear on him, sending back some fire every now and then when he was getting hit with a few nice shots. So yeah, he was touching up Rafael Espinoza with a few good, hooks or, right hands, jabs, just right down the pipe, just shooting them straight up right into Espinoza, because Espinoza is a huge featherweight, literally. But has that Slender Man type of build, so you literally have Slender Man in that featherweight division if you're in it. Nightmare matchup. And while Vasquez was having his moments, really just having moments, not really even winning rounds, Espinoza was just completely dominating Vasquez throughout the entirety of this fight. I mean, it was from pillar to post. Rafael Espinoza was just taking him out to the cleaners, man. It really hurting him with a body shot, I want to say, in like the third round, a straight right, or like a straight like shovel uppercut right to the body that had Vasquez moving backwards. And then just from there, man, he just continued to just work on him down, working in combinations to the body, to the head, whether it be the right or left side. Espinoza was on another one, was looking very much so in his prime. Gets the stoppage KO victory over Edward Vasquez, because, I mean, the dude was taking some hellacious shots and a lot of punishment. It was just going to be worse from there if it continued on. So I'm glad the referee was able to stop that fight, because, I mean, there wasn't much to be able to see. Yes, Vasquez was landing some shots here and there, and, Espinoza can be touched up maybe from other fighters in higher level competition that he starts to get into later in his career. But in this matchup, Vasquez was just outnumbered, and he was just, again, showing toughness, showing grit, showing determination, getting hit on the chin, and just continued to be able to move forward. But he was just getting his ass whooped, man. And Espinoza, they want to be able to promote this fight against him and Bruce Shushu Carrington. Carrington is on the come up as well. Both of these guys are pretty young in their careers. Great matchup, in my honest opinion, especially with Carrington coming off that KO victory, and Espinoza looking like the absolute warrior that he's looking as of right now. I think it would be a tremendous matchup, in my honest opinion. But yeah, that was a co-main event. Rafael Espinoza absolutely puts a whooping on Edward Vasquez. And now moving on to the main event, we got an absolute showstopper. Again, the return to the United States of Naoya Inoue versus Ramon Cardenas or Cardenas. I haven't seen any fights of Cardenas, in my honest opinion, just being up front, keeping it a buck with you. And obviously, Inoue being the huge favorite, I think this was going to be pretty much a stay busy fight similar to Espinoza on the co-main. Just get through it, get through the motions, get this fight done, and then maybe we can be able to get things done later in Inoue's career. Hopefully, more fights in the United States because this was absolutely a barn burner. Great, great performance out of Cardenas, even though he came out with a loss. And, he got pretty much dominated towards the end of the fight. The heart, man, the willing, the gusto to be able to get in there and actually trade, want to be able to win, take notes, William Skull, to be able to put it on the line, go out on your shield, and try to pull out the victory throughout the fire. Man, Ramon Cardones, applaud yourself, brother. Hell of a performance, man. Hell of a performance. Hell of a fight as well. Throughout the beginning of this fight, especially in the first round, Naoya Inoue was pretty much just staying behind the jab, staying busy with combinations, and Cardones was looking for his timing, looking for his range. He would counter pretty well with the jab. He would have some nice shots down the pipe for Inoue, and Inoue took them well on the chin. I believe in the second round or the third round. I believe that's where Cardones got the knock. I believe it was the second round, excuse me. Cardones gets the knockdown with a left hook where he dips over and Inoue's hands are down and his chin is wide open. Gets rocked towards the end of the second round, and then he's able to go to his stool to be able to recover. Inoue recovers well. After he recovers well, he's starting to pour on some more of the offense, show that he's still in there, showing the valor and the heart, that being from Inoue the monster. But a great third round by Cardones, wobbling Inoue as well again, just really getting his timing down, and he's just throwing everything with these hooks, especially with the left hooks, the right hands, the counters as well. He was just looking to be able to piece through his punches whenever Inoue was trying to stay busy with his combinations. But then moving towards, I would want to say, the fourth and the fifth round, I think defensively, Inoue was starting to be a lot more responsible with the pullbacks. He's starting to know the game plan and make in-ring adjustments, in-fight adjustments against Cardones, and he just started to pour it on. You just started to see, once the momentum swung back to Inoue's way and he noticed exactly what Cardones was doing exactly, Inoue was just showing that there's levels to this, brother. There's just different tiers. While Cardones is a great fighter, in my honest opinion, especially out of this performance, Inoue is showing clearly why he is pound for pound, again, one of the best fighters in boxing history. Not just right now, in boxing history. While, yes, he is very chinny, second time ever where he's gotten knocked down, I think the only way you ever are going to win in an Inoue fight is completely flatting him out cold. If you flat him out cold, you got the dub, brother. That's pretty much it. But if you just flash knock him down, he's able to get back up, get back his bearings. He's shown that he recovers well, has great conditioning, and he's able to persevere throughout the tough bits, throughout the tough rounds, throughout the tough moments. He's done it with Nonito Donaire. He got up off the canvas against Neri. He got up off the canvas against Cardenas. He's shown and proven that he's done it to be able to do it before. And once he gets back into his rhythm, and once he's able to get back into Inoue the monster, he is the best, one of the best in boxing right now and in boxing, period. Because again, once the fifth round started and Inoue is starting to pour on these combinations, making Cardones miss a lot more, and while Cardones is starting to whiff at air, but I will give him credit. I did think in like the fifth or sixth round, he did land a nice inside the pocket body shot that kind of did move Inoue back, like giving him some time, some space. Like, damn, this was a really nice shot. But then after that, and even before that, Inoue just started working the body, working the combinations upstairs, downstairs, keeping it quick, keeping it heavy with good shot selection. And especially with the left hook to the body, right hook to the body, upstairs with the uppercuts and jabs. He was just keeping Cardones busy, busy, busy. And while he just started to wear him down. He did, I think, move up a weight division, or this was his weight division that he was in, but I know he's undisputed still. I don't know if he moved up, in my honest opinion. If he did move up, honestly, he wouldn't be undisputed as of right now, obviously, duh. But I know he's undisputed. I did think that if he did move up, let's just say if he did move up, I didn't think that the weight was showing that same type of power that he was in the lower weight classes that he was in before. But again, just the fundamentals, the IQ, And the ability and just the talent that Inoue possesses, man, is just on another level, man. He is just, again, on another level, in another realm. And while he's just pouring on this offense continuously, it's just starting to show that Cardenas is starting to slow down. And the inevitable is just waiting to be able to see. And Inoue gets the stoppage in the 8th round, finishes the fight, while Cardenas, again, was still showing heart and grit and determination. And he was still in the fight, honestly. But it was just going to get even worse. It was going to get more downhill for him later throughout the fight if the fight did continue to go on, and Inoue was going to continue to just pour more offense. And while, again, Cardonas went down once, and that was not him like completely going down. He did kind of sit down on the ropes, but it was kind of a knockdown. He showed a lot of heart, man. A lot of guts. A lot of credit to Ramon Cardonas. Came in with a very good game plan. He just got in-fight adjusted, though. That's what the great fighters do, honestly. And he gets the job done, that being Inoue. Through adversity, through a knockdown, through getting some power shots landed on his chin and on his body, was able to weather through that storm. Again, a great game plan by Cardonas. But Inoue just shows again why he's per pound for pound one of the best fighters again of all time. But that is my review and recap of this fight card. Not really a card, just really 2 fights on this card. But again, a lot more entertaining than what it was these past 2 fight cards on the same weekend as Cinco de Mayo weekend. I really, really like how it was the one, under the radar, underrated, ESPN top rank, just slipping in on a Sunday night when usually, fights are always busy on Saturday. We got one on Friday, which is pretty cool. But Sunday nights, we usually don't ever really get any of these type of boxing events that we usually get. And I'm glad that we got it because it really did, I wouldn't say make up for the weekend, but it made the other 2 cards look absolutely small, like how it was compared to this one. And it was just 2 fights, really majorly on this card to be able to see. But like this video, if you obviously like this video, comment your opinions on Inoue, the monster himself, being pound for pound one of the best fighters of all time, in my honest opinion. And Rafael Espinoza on the rise. He is an absolute problem to deal in that division. And subscribe, boxing fans. You're here for a reason. And you know that you love being here for that same exact reason. So why not stay here even longer? Thank you guys again for watching again, and peace.